What's going on, guys? Matt in the Hat, Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. You are tuned in to the Hot List. I come to you guys Monday through Friday around 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, and we talk about a property that is new to the market, been on the market, and had some type of price reduction, as well as something unique, or I want to share with you guys about the property so that I can share it with you. And when you guys come in here, make sure you guys are letting me know if you are catching this live or on the replay. Also, while we hang out, I answer a question of the day that is submitted by you, the viewers. So if you have any questions, make sure that you reach out to me, because I put my phone number in the description. Also, you can message me through Facebook, and I'm happy to answer your question and make it a question of the day. So the property we're talking about today is 2871 Road P in Admire. It is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car garage. It has 2,290 square foot of finished space, listed at $355,000, courtesy of EC Real Estate, and comes with 72 acres. It is a ranch-style house, 72 acres. It's got a pond. It's got multiple outbuildings, and has been used for cattle. It has some horse pens. There are tons of updates on this house, a number of improvements. There's too many to cover and go through, so make sure you click the link in the description. That's going to take you to my website so you can see the pictures for yourself and check out this house. It is absolutely beautiful, absolutely amazing. Before we get into the question of the day, I want to thank once again our sponsor of the week, who is Flint Hills Lanes. We've teamed up with them, for some that may not know. June 27th, which is Saturday, we are doing an event. It's called Bowling for Businesses, and it's a fundraising event in order to raise some funds and help some local businesses out that may be struggling because of COVID-19, and we want to help them out. And whether it's to help pay partial rent, utilities, whatever the case may be, we are helping with that. And 25% of the proceeds raised is going to go to the Greater Emporia Area Disaster Relief Fund. So make sure you guys check out. I've included a link in the description as well for Flint Hills Lanes. So it'll take you right to their Facebook page. And from there, you can see their updated hours and any events that they have coming on right now. So make sure you check them out. So I want to thank Flint Hills Lanes again one more time for being this week's sponsor of the week. So the question of the day: is there anything that I should know before buying a lake property? Well, that is kind of a loaded question in and of itself, because now is the time of year where there's obviously going to be more buyers than sellers, because it's lake season. Who doesn't love lake season? It's absolutely amazing. Few things better than lake season. And buying a lake house can be a great opportunity, a great investment, whether it's just for vacation or whether you're wanting to live there year round. I would recommend not rushing into making a decision just because one's available, or you've seen one. The first one you see, you're like, yep, let's do it. Because just like any other house, there are some things to think about and consider first. So we're going to talk about 6 things that you should consider when buying lake property. Number 1 is going to be higher moisture levels. Yes, higher moisture levels. We'd think it's common sense, right? Well, a lot of people aren't really going to notice it until you get closer to the lake. There's obviously going to be more moisture in the air, higher higher humidity levels that can be unpleasant, do give you a good reason to jump off the dock and into the lake, right? Absolutely. With this does come some potentially negative effects on your property, like mold, mildew, and other humidity related damage. And all this could occur over time. So it is important to make sure that the property was built and furnished with this in mind already. Number 2 is going to be high water table. Because the property generally sits so close to the lake, it's going to have a higher water table than a property that's landlocked and located in town. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but if the property has a basement, make sure you check and see if there's been any effects or any damage to it. So what you're going to check for are any types of cracks, leaks, flooding, or mold that could have some negative effects on the property. So make sure you look close at those. Number 3 is going to be lake access. Because having your home close to the lake is always nice, right? What's less nice is if it doesn't offer lake access that meets your needs. What do I mean? Let's use a boat for an example. So you got a boat, you want easy access from your property, you want to be able to go right from your property, walk down to the dock, jump in your boat, and go, right? Well, not every property is going to have that. Some you're going to have to find somewhere else to get your boat on the water, and whether it's a marina because they don't offer or allow docks at the property, so you got to go to the marina. You have to take that into account as well. What about those sunsets? Few greater things than the sunset over the lake, right? Well, what if your lake has a busy access point and during that sunset, all you're seeing and hearing is boats going by or jet skis going by, or you've got the marina close to your property. So that's going to be one thing else to consider as well. So number 4, inspect the water line. This one is super important because there's more to consider than just that view and just that sunset that I just mentioned. What you want to do is take your time, walk along the water line, and you're going to be looking at the condition of the shore. You're looking for signs of erosion, if the water is choked up with weeds or other plant life. And while you're walking that shoreline, look for debris. You're looking for signs of debris because this will tell you how high that water is going to get when the lake rises from the rainfall. Speaking of rainfall, that takes us right into number 5, which is take a deep breath. No, not to relax. While a lake house can be amazing to look at and to be in, you got to do more than just look. So take a deep breath. Why? Because some of these lakes have distinctive smells. While some may be small and subtle, some are going to be really strong. A little bit of lake odor is easy to overlook and overcome. Others may be almost overpowering, especially come summertime. So before you buy, ensure that any odors that you may notice or may notice while you go through the property are going to be not only tolerable for you, but any of your guests that you're going to invite as well. And finally, number 6, I think is one that not many people think about and consider: checking your insurance. You definitely want to check this out sooner rather than later. The cost may be more to insure a lake home than your regular home in town. It may be substantially more because you've got to take into account flood insurance or other disaster related insurance policies. And so make sure the cost of insuring your home isn't more than you can afford or you're willing to pay. That's one thing I've noticed that not everybody takes into account, so just keep that in mind. And I did throw a bonus tip in here. So look at you guys joining and listening in and didn't even know that there was a bonus tip. There is. Now, I included the bonus tip because this is one of the more common questions and concerns that I get from people. Can I use this property as income producing? Can it be used or booked through Airbnb, VRBO, whatever other ones are out there? So with that, that's kind of a slippery slope. The homeowners association for that lake property or for that area will be able to give you an answer to this. So they're going to be able to tell you whether it's something that you're able to do or they don't allow at all. So there's within about a 45-minute drive, there are 4 lakes in this area that have or allow cabins on there. And one of those 4 does not allow for passive income or income producing to be allowed on this. So those other 3 you're allowed to, Airbnb your cabin when you're not there, where one of them you're not. So I did want to just throw that in and give that as well, because not everybody thinks of that, and I've had that question a lot this year. So I wanted to share that as a bonus tip. So thank you for watching today's Hot List with Matt in a Hat. Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. I do this because your experience matters and should be trusted with a veteran. Y'all have an awesome rest of your Friday. I'll see you at the event tomorrow, and I'll be back for Monday.